The next story I wanted to talk about is about a guy named Ben Garrison. I'm on his Facebook page here. It's Ben Garrison Cartoons. And some of you may have heard of him, some of you may not, but he is a propagandist for Trump and Trump followers. So I wanted to take a look at some of his art and see what he kind of puts out there, get an idea for it. He has 81,484 people following him. Anytime you see an extreme pro-Trump propaganda cartoon, it's probably this guy right here. He's an extremely talented cartoonist when you think about it. I mean, look at some of these cartoons. They're very good quality, like very good quality. But like propaganda doesn't even begin to describe what this stuff is. Let's take a look. Here's the first one. The best of graphics, America first, forever. Trump is on a motorcycle that says MAGA on the side, and Biden is apparently on the front of it. It says Jackson underneath Biden's face. Why, I wonder? There are a bunch of little subtleties that you'll notice when you look at this stuff. He's got a Trump flag and an American flag on the back. Here's another. This is a picture of Fauci with Biden. Biden saying, "You jab him, I'll sniff him." Pure propaganda to the core. Here's the next one. There's a picture of a two-headed monster that says Democrat monster. One's wearing a BLM hat and the other is wearing an Antifa shirt. And a donkey, which represents the Democrat Party, says, "It's alive, isn't it beautiful?" Trump says, "But it wants to destroy America." And the donkey says, "Yep, and we'll blame it on you." What do you even say about this stuff? This is so unhinged from reality. The two-headed monster carrying a nail bat and a Molotov cocktail, saying the Democrats control it. My God. Here's another one. It's a picture of an alien that says Trump won. Some guy busting through what looks like prison bars that says "Hey, hey, hey." I guess that's supposed to be Bill Cosby, question mark? "Hey, hey, hey" was Fat Albert. Was Bill Cosby in Fat Albert? I think maybe he was. I don't remember. Why is that even on there? Why is he blaming Bill Cosby's release on Democrats? There's no logical connection there. And then we got Fauci in the top right corner wearing flip-flops. Says "Flip-flop Fauci, obey me." The great rhino hunt of 2021. Trump is on an elephant chasing rhinos, R-I-N-O, meaning Republican in name only, like Liz Cheney, Romney, Collins, Jeb Bush. Basically anybody that breaks from Donald Trump's ideology. These people are still staunch Republicans. They still believe in traditional values, i.e., traditional marriage. They still believe in banning gay marriage, a lot of them anyways, and all of that other stuff. They are not Democrats in any way, shape, or form. The only difference between Mitt Romney, Liz Cheney, and Jeb Bush and all the others and Donald Trump is Donald Trump's ideology. They don't want to follow Donald Trump's ideology. They are still traditionalists, want to eliminate taxes and the government and all that other stuff. They're still Republicans. They just don't fall in line with Donald Trump. But this political cartoon here has Trump literally hunting them with a gun on the back of an elephant. This is called stochastic terrorism. The things that he's drawing here, he's depicting these people being hunted. That is stochastic terrorism. Here's another picture, Ted Cruz holding a frying pan and Merrick Garland, I believe, sitting in that frying pan. It says the frying pan says Senate questions on the front. Ted Cruz is saying, "Is my frying pan too hot for you, Mr. Garland? Would you prefer the fire?" It's just pure propaganda. And a lot of this is specific references to events that took place recently. Here's one. This isn't a cartoon. It's just a picture of a cat. And there's another picture of a person wearing a cat costume. And the cat says, "I'm a cat, not a costume. This is not who I am, and this is not okay." Obviously making fun of the fact that people wear blackface and then rightly get attacked for doing something like that, or Native American outfits. This guy is defending the most disgusting behavior imaginable by posting things like this. By the way, this guy is full-blown QAnon. He has pumpkins out for Halloween, a picture of pumpkins that spell out one letter on each pumpkin, "Fuck Joe Biden." Here you go. Here's another good example of stochastic terrorism. It's a cartoon. It's just a joke, but that is the nature of stochastic terrorism. A witch on Halloween talking to a pumpkin. The pumpkin is shaped like Dr. Fauci. It says, "You have my permission to enjoy Halloween, but make sure you're vaccinated." The witch destroys Dr. Fauci/pumpkin and continues knocking on doors anyways, demonizing a certain specific person or group or whatever to the point that people are willing to take violent action against them. Check out this picture here. More mean tweets, less $5 gas, and dog torture. So he has a picture of a gas station, and the gas prices are listed as $5.95, $5.97, $5.99. Where in the country is gas $6 a gallon right now? Is he in Hawaii? Where is he? I don't know of any location in the entire United States right now where gas is $6 a gallon. I don't think I've seen it that high before myself. That's real fucking high. What, isn't it like $3.25 a gallon right now at this moment? This is just propaganda. It's fake. I don't know where this picture was taken, but it is not an accurate representation of gas prices in the US right now, first of all. And second, the president has very little control over what gas prices are. Here's one. This is one that I particularly appreciate. It's a picture of Biden and Fauci sitting at Joestown, and it's modeled to look like Jonestown, the cult where all that terrible stuff happened. It's modeled to look like Jonestown. Fauci is standing next to a giant bucket, basically, holding a syringe, and the side says, "Drink the Kool-Aid," and it's scratched out, and it says, "Take the vaccine instead." Joe Biden says, "Quickly, people, quickly take the shot." Comparing this to an actual horrific event that took place. This is fucking disgusting, what this dude is comparing this shit to. It's fucking disgusting. Jesus Christ, man. It just keeps going. Just keeps going on, and it gets crazier and crazier. And there are some really deep references here that you won't get unless you're very invested in, like, QAnon circles and stuff. But here's a picture of Joe Biden standing in front of a mirror, holding a wand, and he's standing there pulling a rabbit out of a hat, like a magician, basically. The rabbit is saying, "Let's go, Brandon." I don't know if you guys have heard of this "Let's go, Brandon" meme, but there was a NASCAR driver named Brandon, and the news was talking to him, like to the media, and in the background, you could hear the crowd chanting something, and it sounded like they were saying, "Let's go, Brandon," because he just won the race. But if you listen closer, it sounds like they could have been saying, "Fuck Joe Biden." Now extremists are using the term "Let's go, Brandon" as a more vanilla way of saying "fuck Joe Biden," where it's inappropriate. For example, airline pilot on Southwest Airlines recently said it over the intercom, from what I understand. Said "Let's go, Brandon" at the end. Senators and House members are wearing it on their masks, "Let's go, Brandon." It's a subtle way of saying "fuck Joe Biden," basically. Here's a picture of Xi Jinping and a bunch of world leaders. The Chinese world leader, the Iranian world leader, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, for some reason, I believe, is drawn. And of course, all these people are drawn to be ugly and disgusting intentionally. They're trying to make you hate the pictures that you're looking at. Mitch McConnell, Wall Street, apparently, is a person here, and the deep state. And some guy standing in the back, I'm assuming he's depicting Antifa here. And they're all holding a string that goes to Joe Biden's collar. The deep state says, "Look on the bright side, no more mean tweets." You know, I could accept that if we had a functional good government while the mean tweets were happening. Morally, I wouldn't be able to vote for Donald Trump, even if it was a functional government, because he is such a terrible, immoral person. I could not justify that to myself. But I would be less unhappy about things if we actually had a functional government. We didn't. The entire time. Here's another piece of propaganda. Joe Biden standing with a woman, giving a speech, and an ice cream truck drives by, and Joe Biden turns around and walks after it. Guess what? This ice cream truck is photoshopped in. That is not what happened at all. They're just making fun of Biden and presenting it as though it's real. This is pure propaganda to the core. And if you want to go down a rabbit hole, go to Real Ben Garrison Cartoons on Facebook and doom scroll all the way to the bottom. I have no idea how this guy still even has an account. He lies, he misleads people. He's had like a billion fact checkers on here to try to counteract some of this, ostensibly, but they don't seem to be doing any good because the channel is still here. On YouTube, if I spread misinformation about COVID 3 times, my channel is deleted, and that's it. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They delete my channel, and I'm done. This guy constantly has fact checkers all through here saying, you know, click here for more COVID information, or this is misleading, or whatever else. I haven't seen any fact checkers on any of the ones I've looked at, fascinatingly. There should be, but this is probably at least part of the reason why Facebook is so toxic. There are no consequences for spreading misinformation, spreading fake links, fake news websites like that Real Raw News website I looked at the other day. Hillary Clinton hanged at Gitmo, a real article detailing how all this stuff played out. Completely made up, fabricated from the beginning to end. I mean, how does Facebook get away with just leaving all this shit up and letting people think it's real? How are they still getting away with this? It blows my mind.